This is the ETBU Coaches Show. You know who I am, Mark T. Robinson, but I am here with the man himself, head men's basketball head coach Brandon Curran. And Coach, you guys had a very exciting weekend of ASC play. First, a very, very tight matchup win against Belhaven, 84-83 on Thursday night. And then a close matchup with Louisiana College as well. Just came up a little bit short there, 81-76, but you got some great play from a lot of different players. And first, though, I want to talk about that Thursday night matchup against Belhaven. They really came out firing on all cylinders, but you guys were kind of able to chip away and overcome in that one. I thought we were going to see another overtime game there for a second there.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun and a great game, and I thought our guys made a lot of plays, and I thought their guys made a lot of plays too. And it was interesting. At one point during that game, Robbie Dooley went down with his knee. They had a player the last time we played here go down with a season-ending knee injury, and he was at the game. And it was really neat to see their players show concern for Robbie when he was down. And praise the Lord, he was able to come back and was okay and was able to play the second half. But it was really neat, and I have a ton of respect for their players and their program, and just for the way that their guys responded to Robbie getting hurt. And then after the game, here we'll circle and pray, and the visiting teams will circle with us and pray a lot of times. And it was just really neat to see Belhaven then do that after the game, just to give thanks to the Lord. And our guys went over and we all prayed together. And then also saw some of Belhaven's players and some of our players circled up separately to pray for the guy from Belhaven that had the season-ending knee injury. And it was like, this is what this is all about. I mean, it was just really cool. Just a lot of guys that love the Lord, and we're thankful to him for the opportunity to play and dependent on him for healing and just trusting his plan. And it was it was one of those moments. It was like, man, this is pretty special. And so that was neat after that game.
Absolutely, and that was actually one of the things that kind of caught my eye as well. Just seeing them separately, praying after the game and things like that. And I just thought, man, Coach Curran's got to be very proud of his guys for that as well.
Yeah, for mine, and just again, like Belhaven lost on a tip-in at the buzzer.
Yeah,
and they just missed. You know what I mean? Like, they got a good shot at it, it didn't go in, and it's just hard in that moment to give thanksgiving to the Lord. And like, one of their players led the prayer, and it was just, it was awesome. And I didn't even know, like, our guys were circling privately with different players from Belhaven to pray until later. And it just shows you what the Lord has been doing. It was really, really neat.
Yes, it's been very very interesting and very encouraging to just kind of watch how your team has grown from the first, I want to say, 2 weeks back from conference after the Christmas break, going through the rough patch and just growing from that. And I think just seeing them become men of faith has just been a very amazing thing this year to watch, honestly.
Yeah.
And so in another close matchup against Louisiana College on Saturday, they made several adjustments, I saw, from the game that was here at Arnellis, and it really showed. But Jacob Owens-Bush has been a guy that's really stepped up for your team over the last 3 games. So kind of talk about his impact, because I felt like he was playing with something to prove there.
He did an unbelievable job. He's a really talented offensive rebounder. He's helped us tremendously on the offensive glass. He's really good defensively in terms of position and taking charges. Defensive rebounder, brings a ton of energy, has a really humble spirit. It's been a lot of fun to watch him grow and develop into a major contributor. And we had a lot of guys step up in Robbie's absence in that game. Jordan Gray, Nathan Fontenot hit some huge shots down the stretch, and I thought Nolan Johnson had a great game. Chris Haynes, Zach Elliott, guys just doing a great job stepping up. Spencer Cochran started that game for us. It's just been really fun to see guys improve and grow into different roles and play bigger roles. And just find ways to contribute. And it's been really fun to watch this team grow and come together and finish strong.
Absolutely. And so it continues for you guys tonight.
Yep.
But you're starting to kind of see finish line a little bit.
Yep.
And you have 2 games remaining, including tonight. So just kind of talk about, as a coach, are you kind of, at this point in the season, are you relieved to see that, okay, the regular season is almost over, we're going into ASC tournament play? Or are you just kind of, it's just another grind or things like that? What are your thoughts so far?
No, we were actually talking as a staff yesterday. I feel like the Division III season, it feels like it's too short.
Really?
Like you look at the NBA season, it's 82 games. Mm-hmm. And right now we are 23 games in. In the NBA, in 23 games, you're just starting to figure out a rotation.
Yes.
You're just starting to figure out schemes, things like that, what works best for your team. And then, even at Division I level, you're playing 30-something games or 40 games. And it's like different guys are going into different roles and doing different things, and it's exciting. And it's like, oh, man, if we could – add this or tweak this or put him in this spot or do these things and let them continue to grow. I just think it'll be a lot of fun. So it's actually it's really exciting right now. And it's still just a process of we're just trying to keep getting better. We're trying to continue to build habits. Defensively, we're trying to do things that'll put guys in a position to be successful offensively and play, different roles and play to their strengths and things like that. And so it's just an exciting time. And the Belhaven game was huge for us because it clinched a spot in the conference tournament. Yes. And so to clinch a spot with 3 games still to play really allows us to just not worry about that and just focus on how can we get better going to the conference tournament. And what better way to go in the conference tournament than to play the 3 teams that are already in the conference tournament with us. Louisiana College, then LeTourneau, then UT Dallas.
Wow, yes.
And so really a great opportunity this week, starting tonight against LeTourneau and then Saturday against UT Dallas, just to prep for the ASC tournament next week. And tonight I'm excited, again, just for guys to be able to play in what I'm sure is going to be a great atmosphere. It's a rivalry game against LeTourneau. I'm sure their crowd will be going crazy, and I think we'll bring a lot of people over there from Marshall. And so it'll just be a good opportunity for our guys to step up and play under some pressure and things like that. And I think it'll feel like a tournament game. So looking forward to that. And then, of course, UT Dallas is having a great year having them in here on Saturday. But no, definitely not. And for us, for coaches, the day the season ends, hopefully, 3 weeks from now in the NCAA tournament somewhere, it's straight into recruiting.
Wow.
And so it just continues, all the time. But this is the fun part, coaching, being with the team, practicing every day, preparing for games, getting to spend time with them. This is like the fun part of our job. So no, I don't want this season to end. I just want to keep on going. I wish it was longer.
Yes, absolutely. I myself am right there with you, Coach, just because of the fact that I just love basketball. So I just wish it could go all year round. But just going back to your team very quickly, one of the things that I was having an interesting conversation with one of your players about the intricacy, and we kind of talked about this a little bit also of the zone defense that you've implemented for your team to kind of help with your guys' rotations, defensive rotations, and things like that. So from the moment you implemented that defense for your team to now, what grade would you give your team as to how they've executed it so far? I think they've really
I think they've done a great job. Yes. We've combined stats. We've been doing it for 8 games now. We combined stats we were 6-1 since we had changed, and combined the stats, and we were holding teams to 39% from the field, which would have ranked first in the conference in field goal percentage defense. We were holding teams to 29% three-point field goal percentage. That would have been first in the conference. And then at the same time on the offensive side, we were shooting, I think, 50% from the field, 78% from the free throw line, and 39% or 38.5% from the three-point line, all also which would have ranked first in the conference statistically. And so, I mean, it's been great. It's been an awesome learning experience for me. It's something I had never done. And the guys embraced it. They were the ones that said, hey, we should do this. Like, we're all in. Like, let's do it. And they've done a great job with it. And we're still learning it. Like, Louisiana College did a great job, shot the ball really well against us in our last game. And we watched the film. And yesterday, the guys sat down and watched film with us and went out and worked and just try to improve like some little detail things, little angle things, things that make a huge difference. And I mean, they're excited about it, and they're doing a great job with it. And I mean, I think it's been awesome. Right now, we're 6-2 since we've made the change, and I think just about any coach would take that.
Absolutely, Coach. And final question for you here. So, you going into Saturday against UT Dallas, but there's one slight glitch in what would normally happen as it being the final home game. You don't have any seniors this year, so is that kind of an odd thing for you going into the game thinking, oh, wait, this is the last game, got to appreciate the seniors, but then look around and, oh, wait, there's none on the team this year.
Praise the Lord,
like?
Right? That's a good thing.
Yes.
I mean, it's great. It just means that we've got a lot of really good players that are going to be back next year and that have been through the wars and been through the battles and have been together and know each other's strengths and love each other and support each other, encourage each other. It means our culture is intact. I think it's a great thing. I think it's really exciting. And so, yeah, no seniors on senior day. We don't have a senior day. So I think it's a great thing. I got no problem with it.
Spoken well, Coach. Thank you once again. This has been the ETBU Coaches Show, but you can keep up with all things ETBU sports related at goetbutigers.com or follow us on social media at goetbutigers. Once again, Marty Robinson, head men's basketball coach Brandon Curran. We'll see you again next time.